Isle Royale is the only national park in the state of Michigan. The national park is roughly 850 square miles in area and located on beautiful Lake Superior. The national park is an island northwest of the Keweenaw Peninsula, which can only be accessed through ferry or seaplane. Houghton and Copper Harbor are the only two locations in Michigan that will travel to Isle Royale. In this video, we will go over the geologic history of Isle Royale, some notable hiking trails and camping spots, as well as some basic information to begin your adventure. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video and rock that subscribe button. So without further ado, let us jump into Isle Royale National Park. The geologic history of Isle Royale National Park is one that is for the books. There's a lot of complex history that goes into the formation of the island and the local regions of the Keweenaw Peninsula in association with Isle Royale. Recently, I sat down with Dr. William Rose, a research professor at Michigan Technological University, who is an expert in the Keweenaw Peninsula as well as Isle Royale for several decades. I asked him to share a little bit about the geology of Isle Royale, how it relates to the Keweenaw, and some personal experience on Isle Royale.
It comes from an event which is called rifting, which is the point of 1.1 billion years ago, before there were significant land plants or animals or much of anything of life except for blue-green algae. There was a very large continent, and it has different names. Name that geologists use for it is Rodinia. It was kind of all the continents stuck together, and it was very thick, relatively speaking, so it was like a blanket over the lower parts of the earth. So what happened is it got hotter and hotter and hotter underneath this blanket, and finally it split apart, and it made a kind of a trench-like body. So a basin opened up, and this basin is mostly buried under younger rocks, but in the Lake Superior region, that basin is exposed, and it goes down underneath the lake. In fact, where the lake is pretty much controlled by that event 1.1 billion years ago. As it pulled apart, the center went down. It went down because there was so much heavy lava piled up in that rift. There were giant lava flows, bigger than anything we know anywhere else on Earth in terms of volume.
As a result of this sinking below the surface, the sides of the wall began to collapse on itself.
It formed conglomerate and sandstone and siltstone and all kinds of red sediment. And one of the associated events with that is the formation of native copper, an ore deposit which is unique around the world. Most copper deposits are full of sulfur, but the Keweenaw and Isle Royale mineralization is pure copper. Another aspect of the geology that's quite important is faulting. The faulting is a major feature. The Keweenaw is bisected by an enormous fault called the Keweenaw Fault, which goes right down the middle of the peninsula. And it divides rocks that were driven upward from underneath from rocks that were deposited in this place.
Due to a collisional event, the mid-continent rift flood basalts began to compress and uplift.
But there's more. There's the story of the glacial history and the uncovering.
Fast forward to the last glaciation about 11,000 years ago, the glaciers that carved out the Great Lakes formed and shaped the island of Isle Royale to what we see today.
Very soon after the glaciers retreated, people came here and they found the copper, that it was useful and possible to shape it. So they made things like harpoons, spear points, and things immediately traded them with each other. So it spread all over North America from this site in the Keweenaw and Isle Royale. Some of the earliest mining was on Isle Royale.
The National Park Service provides an interactive map of Isle Royale with campsite locations, trail markings, and accessibility trails, along with static brochure maps. You can toggle between the static brochure map or the park tiles, as well as toggle between aerial imagery and standard map. The points give context to when and where the campground or location is open and what you will be able to do at that location. The park is open from April 16th to October 31st due to the threat of severe weather becoming unpredictable. Here are a few things that you should be aware of when looking at taking your trip to Isle Royale National Park. No pets are allowed on the island. No wheeled vehicles are allowed except for wheelchairs on the trails, which include bikes and portaging devices. Please keep a healthy respect of the wildlife and keep your distance. Keep your friends and loved ones safe while you explore the beauty of the park. Secure all food that you bring onto the island so as to not encourage wildlife to your campsite. Permits are required for all overnight stays at park campgrounds, docks, and anchorages. A fishing license is not required for any of the inland lakes, ponds, and streams inside of the park, but you must have a Michigan license if you want to fish in Lake Superior waters. Firearms and weapons may be permitted for hunting, however, it is not recommended. Please consult the rules and policies from the National Park Service for more specific information regarding firearms. Firearms are not permitted on federal facilities, concession vessels, and concession seaplanes. Visit the National Park's website to learn more about specific related content for your next visit. You can contact the park directly to find out more information as well. For live information on the go, you can also download the National Park Service app on Android and Apple. Take in the beauty of the landscape and be sure to respect the nature of the park.
I have been to Isle Royale probably at least a dozen times. I think it's a very timely place to visit for people who are thoughtful about things like man's impact on the natural world. People are very inspired, and the visitors to Isle Royale take away an amazing impression.
If you have any other suggestions for locations you would like to see us cover, leave a comment below with your suggestion. Make sure to rock that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and stay tuned on the latest videos that we will release.